What's up? Brother Brian with some fresh finds this weekend. Figured I'd show you what I got. Still digging at a couple different places this week. I went to this one little hole in the wall um, down in Dayton in the Oregon district. It's one of those little places that kind of sell all this old gothic stuff, and they actually have records in there as well. And I've been wanting to get in there and check it out. And I went in there and did a little digging, and then I went back to this place and I found some country albums, and I wanted to do some more digging there. So, kind of show you what I picked up this week. Some of it I've listened to, some of it I haven't listened to yet. This first one I picked up, I listened to it already. It's a fantastic album, man. It's just wonderful. It's Dave Brubeck, and it's got Jimmy Rushing on here, man. And this album here is just, it's a little bit worn, but the wax is really nice. It's on the Columbia 6i. But Jimmy Rushing, I'll just read it what it says here because it really does. I was going to say something about him, but it says right here what I should say. So I'm just going to read what's on the album. If you like the old-timey music, man, you will love this album, man. But here's what it says. It says, when Jimmy starts to sing with a big band, small band, or an all-star group, every musician swings just a little bit harder. Jimmy is contagious. I consider it a privilege to provide a background in this album by Jimmy Rushing's voice. We didn't want to intrude on his style, simply to provide an accompaniment which would make him free. There were no suggestions as to how we should play behind him. We only knew that in working with Jimmy, that we would have to rely on instinct to follow the feelings of the moment to help him build the mood that he creates in a strong. Jimmy is the daddy of them all, baby. The Dave Brubeck actually wrote this little saying on the album, and I really enjoy this album. It's an older album. Not sure when it was released here. It's probably, I don't know, 50s or 60s. Like, it's on the Columbia 6i. The wax is really nice. Really enjoyed it. Okay? This next one I picked up, and these were all really cheap. Okay? I picked these up for really a great price. But it's this one here. It's called The Sorcerer. It's a soundtrack to a 1977 movie. And Tangerine Dream does the music on this album here. But it's a movie called The Sorcerer, and I haven't seen the movie. I read up on a little bit of the movie. I'm kind of intrigued. I want to watch it. It's got Roy Schneider in it from Jaws. You guys remember Roy Schneider from Jaws? But this movie was released the same day as Star Wars. So if you've never heard of it, maybe that's why. But yeah, great album, Tangerine Dream. William Friedkin film. William, he did The Exorcist. If you guys aren't familiar with that, William Friedkin did The Exorcist. So definitely a great mood album. And let's see here. I picked this one up at Omega Music. This was just curiosity. It's kind of a jazz. It didn't really. It's Cal Jader. It's several shades of jade. But what it says here: the sound and feelings of the music of the Orient combined with the freedom of American jazz. Okay, that's basically what it is. It's not gonna blow your hair back or anything, but I like world music and I like jazz, so I picked it up. It wasn't a lot of money. And then I picked this one up at that little hole-in-the-wall place. Basie's back in town. This is a great old-timey, I don't know what you would call it, boogie-woogie, boogie-woogie type music. But this is on that Epic, the old Epic, and it's that yellow, and I'm a big fan of the old Epic, man. Their music, their albums sound great, man. So I picked that up. That was a really, really good spin. I might have this. I wasn't sure if I had it or I didn't have it, but I seen it. And it was in good shape. The record's in really good shape. So, you know, it was cheap. It was just a couple bucks. So I was like, you know, if I don't have it and I pass on it, and I might already have it, but I was like, if I pass on it, you know, I'll kick myself in the ass. Because, you know, we all know Easy Rider. We all know that. And then I picked this up. It's a promo, Roy Buchanan. That's another guy, man. I really enjoy his guitar work. The album, you know, it's been taped up, and you know, the cover's not in the greatest shape. I paid a couple bucks for it. But the wax is in really good shape. It plays, it's going to play fine. I haven't played it yet, but I'm sure that this is going to be great. This is 1978. It's late 70s. And then I went to this other place, and I found two great albums, man. And I was really excited about this. I went back to that place, I found all those country albums. And I dug through there some more, and I found this album here. Look at that. This is an original 1955. You guys know who that is? The Voice. Frank Sinatra. Old Blue Eyes. This is on a Columbia 6i. This was released in 1955. And what it is, it's a compilation of, you know, some of Frank Sinatra's great music from 1943 to 1952. And this album was released at 55. It's got I Don't Know Why, Try a Little Tenderness, A Ghost of a Chance, Paradise, These Foolish Things, Laura. And then on side 2, She's Funny That Way, Fools Rush In, Over the Rainbow, That Old Black Magic, Spring Is Here, and Lover. So, yeah, this is a really good find. It's the cover's in great shape. Look at this. It's got a little crease here at the quarter, but it's in great shape. The wax is beautiful. So that was a great score. I paid, you know, just a few bucks for that. I was glad to pick it up. I like Frank Sinatra. He's got one of the best voices. You know, for a male, he's got one of the best male voices back in the day. Then I found this. This is a, check this out. Patsy Cline. Now this is a Hilltop. Now Patsy Cline, she passed away in 1963. You know, very tragic airplane accident. And this album came out in 1964. So yeah, this is a fantastic album. You can always tell the old ones when they just have the white, and then they just put a sticker on the front. They did that with a lot of the Beatles, you know, the old time albums. You can always tell the older ones. This is on the Hilltop. It's in fantastic condition. I mean, that album, I mean, look at that wax. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's beautiful. Beautiful wax. Patsy Cline. I wasn't going to leave it. So that's what I got for myself this week. Some more old-timey, beautiful music. Old soul stuff, man. I just love it. So that's my recent finds for this week. Didn't go out and break the bank. I did pass on a turntable. I had this turntable in my hand, and I went over and I plugged it in, and man, it just didn't work right. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't super expensive. But it had a Shure high track cartridge on it, man. And I was like, oh, man, the cartridge itself was probably worth the price of the turntable. But, you know, I've been trying to exercise some self-control with this hoarding, you know. I'd like to have that Shure high track, though, man. That thing would have been badass. But anyway, I left it there. That's what Brother Brian's picked up this week. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hopefully you guys are doing good, man. God bless y'all, man. I'm out of here.